Um, okay, my name is Diego Tosar. I'm an architect. I'm working about 20 years in architecture, and the last 7 years I am specialized in learning environments and neurodiversity. So I want to tell you how does our studio works. I have my own studio, and these are the four perspectives that uh, how we design environments, and it when let's start with the first one. Jimena just talked. Okay. No, it's okay. Jimena told us about the educator's perspective, and I know Paula is going to go deep in the designers and architects' perspective. My specialty is neurodiversity, but like our studio works in the four dimensions. I'm going to have a quick look for the three first, and then go deeply in the neurodiverse perspective. So in this point, the only thing I want to tell you is, in my experience, design and learning environments is very different than other architectural programs. And I invite you to deconstruct the architect's role that we should have when we design, for example, residential or retail programs. We are used to designing in some way, and we almost don't consider other points that in learning environments I think that are really important. So I want to ask you three questions to introduce that. How degree of reflection do architects have when designing learning spaces? What sensitivity are capable of putting into play? And are we trying to truly put ourselves in the place of their users? Before that, it's like an invitation to leave our ego aside and realize that we have more to learn than to teach from the others in the educational community. So I want to show you one project. This is a Latin American school. This is a building that we start to design in 2022. We designed a master plan in 4 stages, and here you can see the first stage complete. You have classrooms in the 2 floors, 2 upper floors, and a cantina, like a bar. I don't know how to say it. Okay.
Yeah, like a
Well,
canteen.
like canteen, and a flex space in the like here you can see the whole master plan, and we are now designing the second stage. Another picture. And I also want to show you this other project that this is very small. It's a kindergarten with no budget, and only designing the equipment. We try to change the way that children live the spaces. before our work, this kindergarten had strong colors in the walls and really full of furniture, and they have really no idea of what to do. And we try to organize them with very few budget. So this is all I want to do now for designs and architects. Then children and families. In this point, we try to listen to the children. We talk with them, and we to make the designs with them. We invite them to tell us what are their needs, what are their wishes, and with a guided exercise, we invite them to draw and to dream their spaces. So one is the same. I'm going to show you a project that we are doing with Paula in Montevideo. It's Escuela Integral. Here you can see the boys working with us, and what they are asking for. And then our designs, yes, our interpretation of the wishes, and also the high school ones, and the design that we create. We are designing from early childhood to the high school, the whole stages. This is another project, Santo Domingo School. Here we designed a new building for early childhood. With following the same method, we made co-design workshops with teachers also, but with kids, and we enjoyed very much when they are now when we were doing this work. We made two projects here, this early childhood building, and after that the playground from the whole school. And when I was going to the work, Laura, no? Yes, we had made the co-design works in the playground, so children came to me every day and say, hey, are you going to do what we thought? Are you going to do? So I really found the importance of being part of the process of design. They really enjoyed that, and they really own the spaces when they are ready. Okay. Now the other perspective. Here, Jimena is where they speak, but what I want to tell you here is our vision in the studio, where we think that these three gears must work together: pedagogy, spaces, and a culture of change. Maybe it's not new for you, but we emphasize in that point in every project. So we try to learn from the teachers. They are the ones who are with the boys, with the childs every day. They have all the information for us, and it's very important for us. it, it's really important that the college, the school, has a pedagogical project to do our spaces project. So this is the first year. The spaces are, like Jimena showed, the ones that could make it works or not. So it's an important gear. But if we don't have a culture change within the whole community, yeah, and you have the best pedagogy project, you have wonderful spaces, but it won't work. So these 3 gears must work together. So to make that, we also do co-design workshops with teachers. And I want to show you this project and the way that teachers welcome a project when they are part of the process. This is a project called Ronda Learning Environment. This is a public school in Paso de los Toros in Uruguay, and the teachers worked in the design of this, the way they were going to use these shapes that creates a different way of learning. And when they come, this is the way they received the shapes. Okay, I hear the children. And hello. Okay, and now this perspective is maybe the more particular of our studio. And of course, I have to introduce the concept of neurodiversity. I don't know if you know, but it's like the diversity of the minds or brains in the whole human spectrum. So imagine that in the same time that we don't have 2 fingerprints alike, we have no 2 brains that works in the same way. So this concept we found really values to project because we are most used to designing from the majority way of thinking. I'm gonna go deeper later. And no, sorry. Before that, I'm gonna like I was saying, we are used to designing we usually are like architects design for the neurotypical minds that maybe are most of the ones that are here, but not for neurodivergent people that lives the environment in a different way than us. They really relate with the environment in another way. So it could be very hard for them to stay in a place if it's not prepared for or designed for this her or his well-being. So in this neurodiversity, we made focus in autistic people, because they are maybe the ones that have more difficult in the living on the staying in a place. And if we talk about autism, we have to introduce this social model of disability. instead of this concept, what says is the person is not disabled, it's the environment that disables the person. And it's really important for us design environments and gives the design enormous power, because we can really design and modify these environments, so we can modify the way they live and stay in the spaces. To illustrate, I want to read the testimony of a father of an autistic child. He said, "The first time I took my son to a public restroom in a shopping mall was difficult. Everything was fine until someone turned on a hand dryer. My son runs out with his pants down." We are used to go to bathroom and see these hand dryers, and we don't think that it could be disabling for some people. And sometimes are these details that very easy to change, but there are others things that we can do, like architects, that I'm gonna try to show you quickly, to make these spaces more kindful, more kind. And this is a concept that we decide to adopt. This is a concept from an autistic from a disabling movement. Nothing about us without us. And we realized that if we wanted to design from this perspective, we had to deep inside the reality of autistic people, and we had to really know how do they feel the spaces. So we developed a research with the National Agency for Research and Innovation of Uruguay, that ¿cómo se apoyó? Nos apoyó? Supports us. And in this research, we made a multidisciplinary team where Jimena took part, and also people that were specialized in autism, and autistic people also, and designers and architects, and some artists. So we research these dimensions in how autistic people relation with the environment, in focusing on attention, and the proprioceptive system, in the touch system, auditory, visual system, sense of smell and taste, and with the natural environments. We reached more than 360 autistic people and families. When it was possible, we spoke with them when they were adults with communication abilities, and maybe when they were child, so when they have no language, we spoke with their family. And here, for example, is a testimony that gave me an autistic young adult. We were drinking a coffee and in a bar. The bar was painted with strong pink, fuchsia. No, I don't know how to say fuchsia. The walls were really overwhelming. I didn't realize that, and I was asking him about colors and lights and shadows and shapes, focusing in the visual system, and he told me that. Look at the plants, all the vegetation is green and brown. The strong colors are small details that catch my eyes. That's how it should work. Do you really expect a whole wall in a strong color to be what draws my attention in a room? Okay, no more words. So we in our studio, this is why we design. Instead of thinking about this majority, neurotypical majority, we try to think or look the problem from the lens of this minority, the blue small bar, and here is the neurodivergent minds, and it's not that we design spaces only for this segment. We design from the view from this segment to the whole spectrum. Another testimony, a mother with 3 autistic children told me that when reaching a floor with the white and highly shiny tiles, my children would freeze, as if they felt they were in front of a pool of water, afraid of falling in. We had to carry them. We are not used to think in these things, but sometimes the surfaces are so brilliant, the light can produce this effect that for us is only light in the floor, but our children, this space or this effect can be disabling for a person. And we decided to go deeply in this idea of nothing about us without us. And we decided to include an autistic person in our team. So he's not an architect, but he helped us to understand how he lived he relation with the environments. So when we start a project, for example, a school, before our intervention, when our design, we go with him, and he always show us what are the mistakes or the problems that he face living this space. So it's a very important information for us to project. Okay, and the same, he give us a unique and eye-open perspective. And I want to show you some projects that are that we made. Trompo Azul is it's a day center for autistic people in Pinar, it's close to Montevideo. And this is one of our first projects that we made under this perspective. And the first time that when we studied autistic people and autism, and we brought some concepts that are from this condition to architecture. For example, anticipation, the way that they understand and sail the spaces, and how the spaces must have a axis, okay, straight axis and clarity. It has water in the landscape, in the whole project. Here is a small prototype that we call the nest. This is the first version. We made 2 versions later, but I wanted to try this. It's like a sensorial experiment with autistic child. These are autistic child. And this is John Lennon Square. This is a project that is going to be made, I hope, this year, in a public space in Montevideo, and it would be the first public space made under this perspective. It's here you can see a big core, like a can core with some refugios, sería health, caves, yes, like caves, and we call that caves and nest. And then you have a path, a circle path, like a circle path with some stations, optional stations, that offers different kind of exploration, depending of the how do you say profile? Profile. Depending on the sensitive profile of each person. So you can find the visual station where are huge tubes, and where you can immerse this tube and have full color, or these ones that are like huge rollers to simulate your body for and press your body against these rollers. You have a water station, a green station, a musical station, and an action station. There you can see the core. So that's all. These are the 4 perspectives that we use for our work, and this is what we saw, and a final reflection that a space or some kind of information can be overwhelming if I see all together, or maybe a kind, or if you want, you can give a more kindful version. Thank you. Gracias, Quito.